Clicker Training Challenge November 2018, Sidestepping, Clip 1. First is to stand relaxed facing a barrier. So just walking up to the barrier and click and treat for standing quietly facing the barrier. And I like to generalize with a variety of barriers. Click for standing at this different barrier. And then we're going to allow time for observation and curiosity. I wait until her attention returns to me and click and treat when we're back on task. And we do a front end yield, which is just one step across, click and treat. And then we walk to a mat or a nose target for a little mini break. The other side of this little barrier is a new situation. She's offering some of the things I might want, like picking up this container. So just ask her quietly to step back. And I click for the standing quietly without doing anything. And then she says, oh, she doesn't want that. Maybe she wants my foot on there. But there's no click, so it tells her that's not what we're after right now. So she thinks maybe she wants me to put my foot on the big thing. But no, I do click when she stood there without doing anything for a second. Click for a single step front end yield at a barrier. And then we're off to a mat or a nose target. Different barrier and a different venue. Ask the front end to come across in slow motion. Click just as her leg steps across. So it's a single step front end yield. And a treat. I like to teach everything on either side from the beginning. So I'm on her left side now. Asking for the front end to go across. Click and treat. Single hind step yield. Click and treat. We can teach or consolidate these things at liberty. The electric fence is off. She's not worried about it. Some horses would be. Front end yield, click and treat. And then we're off to a mat for a mini break. Click and treat for reaching the mat. Starting again. Front end yield, one step, click and treat. And again, I like to do things on both sides from the beginning. So asking for one step across, click and treat. Hind end yield, click and treat. Hind end yield on the other side, click and treat. And a triple treat for a nice job. Slow motion hind end, and we click just as the foot comes across there. That's the moment we want to mark. And off to the mat to break the intensity of the learning again. Click for reaching the mat. Now we've got a different barrier. A single step front end yield, click. From her right side, click. Single step hind end yield from her right side, click. Single step hind end yield on a different barrier, click. Alternate front end and hind end yields, but still click each one. So a front end yield, click and treat. Hind end yield, click and treat. Follow a front end yield, click and treat. Immediately with a hind end yield, click and treat. She wasn't quite expecting that, so I had to up my signal a tiny bit, click and treat. And then we're off to a mat or a nose target to break the intensity of the training. As always, we stay with each slice until we both find it easy and straightforward. Then we move on to the next slice.